video? Yeah? Alright. This is round 5 of our Vintage League with Cerebral Assassin. Unfortunately, couldn't get there versus Calc last time. Probably playing against Blue Red Xerox, which means we have a very low likelihood of winning the game, but we're going to give it our best shot. Why is Cerebral Assassin called that? Yeah, that's not a question for me. That's not something I would know. That's a question you ask Steve Menendian, or one of the older, more entrenched players. Because there is no card called Cerebral Assassin. I'm pretty sure it was like a team name or something, or maybe it was a pop culture reference. I don't remember. Someone explained it to me once. I don't remember. But like, there's a reason though. No, there's a reason though. Oh my god. See, this is what makes me not want to ever play Magic. This is so lame. Can we ever win? No? Right. Yikes. Big yikes, if you ask me. So... that's a big fact, man. That's a big fact. I'm not taking Probe there. I'm going to lose to a young Pyromancer if I leave it in their hand. 100% of the time, loses every time. Ooh, Mental Misstep's a nice one. It's okay. You mean hope they don't draw any card in their deck? I agree. Sure. Lightning Bolt. You got it, fam. Can't really beat any card in their deck, so it's fine. That's what happens when you play garbage piles. Oh no. He's gonna pay 8 mana and cruise. With 2 forces still. So we got forces and 4 unknowns. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to hope they draw a lot of nothing. Agreed. Vampire Tutor's nice. I think I'm still casting Faithless Looting this turn, though. I'm gonna get so many bad lands. My lands are gonna be so bad. Oh. So bad. So bad. Really look like a mountain swamp? I guess it kind of does. There's mountains and there's trees that look like they would be in a swamp. Float. Loot. Loot. Welders could work. I need this Chrome Mox to do welding things. Let's just pitch Tolarian and a welder. We do have a pretty powerful will at some point. I can't really play any artifacts out until we get Dak away. So like Battle Ball is kind of a liability. Leviathan should be a win though. If we can get a Leviathan, yeah, but we also have Yawgmoth's Will still. What do we think about Vampiric Tutor? I think we're gonna Vampiric Tutor here. I'm gonna go get a Bazaar. If they let me resolve. Yeah, well, we need all of our other cards. I guess we could have gotten rid of Misstep. Let's step this back. I'm definitely gonna get a Bazaar if this resolves. because that's the only thing. We could actually just get another welder. We need something to weld. Welder just doesn't bring things back. You need to weld something. Something needs to be in play, and something needs to be in the graveyard, and then you swap them. They are both legal targets. As this resolves, then we simultaneously sack the artifact and return the artifact. Alright, well, we got rid of one Force of Will. That's a good start. This might draw the other Force of Will. Oh, the Welder resolved. I don't need to imprint. I just need to have a Mox. I don't want them to steal it, because then I can't weld it. I need to hold it in my hand, and then play it and weld in a Leviathan, and hope that the Leviathan is going to win the game. Which it should. Local dope, thanks for following. Alright. I don't know. We gotta get Steve Menendian in here. I'm still gonna just cast this Yawgmoth's Will this turn. I guess they're gonna have to force this Mox Jet. I should have led with Pearl. They're gonna force this Mox Jet, which is actually hilarious because they don't want us to weld it in. Weld in the Inkwell. Gosh. Okay, they didn't force the Mox Jet. Yo, Team Kills, thanks for the follow. Take this Pearl and weld in an Inkwell. I'm going to put the Pearl in the yard so that I can then bring it back with Yawgmoth's Will if they let my Yawgmoth's Will resolve. We could have led with Chromox too, for sure. It's actually better. I guess they're never going to let the Yawgmoth's Will resolve, so it's better to just lead with the Chromox. It's fine. We're going to be able to keep welding things in and out. I think we played that turn slightly wrong. I think we should have sequenced in a different way. This should just beat them, though. This thing has Shroud. We are at 11, so we have to be careful of that. But we just need two attacks with Inkwell and they die. And then we can always weld in a Battle Sphere, too, if we want to. That's a lot of mana. They found a Black Lotus. If they hit a Young Pyromance. Oh, no! This has Shroud! This has Shroud! Shroud is so good! Oh, my God! Yes! 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 Wow. Oh, cool. I noticed we have about 50 viewers in today. For anyone new here, my name is Justin Gennari. Sometimes go as I'm actually level 1. I typically stream mostly Vintage. I stream almost every challenge that I'm home for, which is, right now. And then sometimes I stream during the week, Monday through Friday, maybe a 7 to 10 Eastern kind of time. If you are liking what you see or you like watching vintage content, please feel free to follow the stream like the past couple people have. That's much appreciated. And if you want more vintage content, then if you click on the YouTube link down below, all of my VODs are split up into games and then re-uploaded, or not into games, sorry, into matches, and then uploaded onto YouTube. So there's 15 challenge VODs and 42 league VODs of vintage matches with decks of all kinds, mostly PO decks, but also some variety in there. So if you want to watch some vintage and you're not catching the stream live, feel free to go check that out as well. I'm going to get the sideboard done, and then one more thing after that. So this has pro red, pro green. It can get dacked. No, this can't get dacked. We want this. We want this instead of a Battle Sphere because it can't get dacked. We want Pyroblast in, and that's pretty much it, really. And then we'll take out one of the Possess Portals. I kind of actually want the Possess Portal. We'll take out one Possess Portal, and we'll take out one... Not 100% sure. They'll kind of do a thing. One Chrome box. I betrayed the Chrome box. I also highly recommend, if you like watching vintage content, that you follow the other vintage streamers. So there's Rich_Shay, Chubby Rain 1, Kiki Jackson. I'm not sure if there's a number at the end. I think it's just Kiki Jackson. Breva 20, and then Yama Killer, who's streaming the challenge right now, probably. There's a bunch of great vintage streamers, pretty close-knit group of guys. So don't forget Aaron Campbell. I don't know how to say the name off the top of my head, but you should be able to Google it, I think. 2 weeks for cages. It's possible. I think it might be going a little too hard. We do have mental missteps for cages. So this hand is good. I like to keep this hand. So for those who don't understand what this deck is, it should be all of you. This is an old 2005 vintage deck called Cerebral Assassin. And one of the goals in this deck is to put a Possess Portal into play and have 2 Squee Goblin Nabobs. So Possess Portal reads, no one can draw cards. At the beginning of every end step, each player has to sack a permanent or discard a card. So if you have 2 Squees, you can then discard Squee on both end steps and return them both on your upkeep, which essentially locks your opponent into sacrificing on every end step where you do nothing and no one draws any more cards for the whole game. You also have a bunch of reanimate packages in here. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Let's do that. I'm gonna lead with I think I still am gonna lead with Swamp. I don't know if they play Wastelands, but they definitely could play Wastelands. They do play Wastelands, so that feels good. Their hand is very bad. We're in a pretty good spot this game, actually. I might play Academy as Wasteland bait. Ooh, we drew an Animate Dead. That's a good start. I actually think I might just play this Academy as a way to bait a Wasteland. Because I don't want this Badlands getting Wastelanded. But I could always just loot into something. No, it's just such a higher value to loot. Unfortunately, not the best loot. We actually are going to be pretty close to hard casting a Possess Portal. Possess Portal is not exactly very good against Young Pyromancer. I'm just going to put the 2 portals away and then play the Ruby. Actually, we can just... No, I think it's actually better to loot again than hold up Pyroblast. I'm going to actually do that. We can hit... this is good. This is really good. So we'll put this away, and we'll put... I think we'll actually put the other Faceless Looting away. And then next turn, we'll put in a Sphinx, and that should be pretty hard for them to beat. Unless they drew Blue Spell Force of Will here, we should be in pretty good shape. And then we can 4-1 the league with Cerebral Assassin, which would be really sick. Oh, they put a DAC. Yes. Well, we can Pyroblast a DAC as well if we want. That helps our clock. Why specifically Animate Dead over Reanimate? Mental Misstep is a really big one. There was another reason that I can't exactly remember. Yes, I agree. There's really no need to Pyroblast this, so I'm thinking I won't, so. Oh, I should have done this the other way. I should have left the Ruby untapped. But I'll just play this Bazaar, and that will threaten their Wasteland play. I think it also has Animate because the deck used to play World Gorger Dragon, I agree. I also think that dodging Misstep is so stupid important in Vintage that you kind of want Animated anyways. Yeah, I think we will let them DAC for 1 turn. But I think the real reason, Timmy, is that it's a leftover from when the deck played World Gorger Dragon. But I kept it, because I think it is better than playing Reanimate. You also have a lot of people threatening your life total in Vintage right now. So, unfortunate. So this thing should still race everything. It also has vigilance. I probably should take one turn off to kill Dak, though. Just so they can't... That's fine. This was the whole point. I kind of wanted that to happen. Yeah, I'll take one turn off to kill Dak. It doesn't really change very much. Let's play... Valerian. Let's like not make the same mistake again. Faithless looting. That's interesting. I don't really think I want to be bizarring unless I find squeeze. Just keep a Yawgmoth's Will and a Pyroblast, and then we'll kill Dak off. We have Vigilance. And we should be good to go from here. As long as they don't play Jace plus Mental Misstep is where we really need to dodge. What's the challenge looking like? A couple matches left in the challenge. Xerox, so many draw spells. Maybe they'll brainstorm lock themselves. Mountain, huh? Interesting. I guess this Yawgmoth's Will can bring back Bazaar, so kind of sick. What is this? On my upkeep? Destroy my Ruby? Sure. Alright, I'd like to bring back Moxen, Bazaar, Duress. No need to Duress, they already used that spell. Alright. Hit him in the air. Look, they even stole our Mana Crypt to help with the clock. 2 flips in a row would give us an extra turn off the clock, which is pretty sweet. This Jace off the top? What a guy. Sorry, friend. I was ready for that. Ding, ding, ding. And we are a winner. We're going to Bazaar at the end step to discard cards in case we hit Squeeze. We didn't hit Squeeze, but we did lose a Demonic Tutor. And Bazaar on upkeep. Here's a Squee. Now our Bazaars turn into Faithless Lootings. Ooh, wow. This is a draw. I think we are now locking them out of the game, which is pretty sick. Sarum, bring back Possess Portal. They can no longer draw spells. Obviously, we're behind in this lock because they have all these tokens, but we have a Flying Sphinx and they need to draw outs. So we have now locked them out of the game. Ding, ding, ding. It's beautiful. 4-1 with Cerebral Assassin. It's a beautiful thing. If Calc hadn't gotten us with that one extra card. Oh, they had the Ancient Grudge. This is true. They had the Ancient Grudge. I forgot about the Ancient Grudge. That is something you have to keep in mind. So they have one last draw, but they should still die to, even if they drew a Jace here. And they can't draw a Jace here because they have to use their green mana. Their other blue mana. So, 4-1, baby. Let's go. Let's open some chests.